Hello everyone, Attack Power here with another Division preview for the Men of Steel DLC for Steel Division 2. Thank you to the Strike Scene for sending me these videos so I can display this to you. Remember, this is still a work in progress, although this is definitely right around the corner, but some of these numbers may be different, some of these stats may not be the same in the final version of the DLC. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Let's dive right in here to Kampfgruppe von Tettau. Alrighty, to the Axis side here. Righty, here we go. So excited, so excited. All right. They rate it C, which generally means for them it means more defensive, although you can like play anything however you want. Let's pause right there. Let's check out these slots really quick. So we have a couple of recon slots here. Not a big recon tab, but pretty not too painfully costly with the 122. Your infantry tab is full. It's a full tab with all ones. So bring them infantry in, bring them in. Tank tab, kind of limited, but not super expensive, which is nice. So you should be able to bring whatever number of tanks you get in pretty easily. Your support tab is massive with a lot of pretty aggressively costed slots here. So you can definitely get some support weapons, which is always nice. I always feel like I'm strained in the support tab, so getting a lot is fun. Anti-tank tab, pretty good, above average with 6 slots, all pretty well costed except for that. Even the last one only being 3. It's pretty good. Your AA tab, also pretty generous. I mean, 7 slots of AA, mostly costed 1 and 2 is great. Artillery tab, somewhat limited, only 5 slots. And then, I mean, the pricing's not too bad. Your air tab as well. I mean, this is, at least from tab-wise, your only real weaknesses are recon and tank. I mean, of course, the units matter, but if we're going by pure tabbage alone, that's what we're looking at so far. So, very interesting. It's a good sign, So, recon-wise, we got a motorbike. Motorbikes are bad unless you really want recon. KFZ4, terrible. You never want that. We have a sharpshooter, 1 man, 10 points, 4, 8, 12 availability at double vet. That's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. Comes in nothing special. We have the SS Landstrom here, which is a 20-point recon squad with a Molotov. Wow. Okay, 9 man. And the actual loadout itself is nothing crazy, but for 20 points for a Molotov in recon tab, very strong. 4-8 availability at unvetted. The vet curve sucks. 4-2-1 is a bad vet curve. But the availability, just base availability, is fantastic for only 20 points. So, yeah, really good unit there. SS Vaca. I'm going to do my best, sorry. Vaca, it's kind of bad. I mean, it's a 6-man Bren team. It's 12-24 availability, which is good, but yeah, it's only 10 points. So, okay, arguably for a light machine gun, 10 points, but the Bren is a terrible light machine gun. So, looks like there's lots of other infantry to choose from. I'm not sure if this would be rated higher. Ersatztruppen, the usual, 18, 27, 36. Yeah, they're garbage. SS Valka again, but with a better loadout. This one is 15 men. Still 12-24 availability. But 15 points, excuse me, 15 points, but as MG34, still probably not. It's disheartened. I mean, if you got the slots, sure. I mean, if you got an extra 1-point slot, sure, I would throw one of these units in for sure. Probably even the 10-point one, because I'm expecting these to suck anyway, so I might as well make them suck for 2 points less. I mean, for 5 points less. Yeah, he's comparing them. Yeah, they're very similar. Of course, one with the better loadout. Then we have the SS Leader. Okay, whatever, it's a leader with a very bad AT gun. That is not a good AT weapon at all, so don't get snuck into that. Okay, Begleittruppen. Let's see, we got C-phase only. We got 24-16 availability, 2 MP40s, 3 Stens, Bren, and a Molotov. It also has shock and tank rider. I don't remember what the tank rider is. I think it gets increased suppression resistance when close to a vehicle. I believe is how that works. Shock means it gets increased damage resistance at sub 180 meter range. So this is a good unit for 20 points. It's unfortunately locked to C phase, which really sucks, but it does give you a really, really strong and multitude of them CQC unit in C phase. So that's really good. That's a good unit. The phase locking sucks, but for 20 points and to have a strong C phase, CQC is nice. Festoon Grenadier, we've seen these in Festoon. B phase only, but solid unit. Marine Infantry, also locked to B phase. They're fine, 20 points, nothing super. Sicklings! I love Sicklings. These guys are awesome. Great 20-point unit with a really strong AT, like one of the only really good anti-tank rifles, like actually can kill a lot of stuff, anti-tank rifles in the game. So really nice to see them in there. Still B phase lock though. Do you have to bring these SS like crap units in A? It looks like it. SS Junker or Junker. 3 MP40s, 5 MP44s, an MG42, anti-tank grenade, and shock. For 20 points, this is solid. I mean, it is. It's kind of a weird mashup, though. It's going to be really hard to get all of those weapons to like be doing what you want them to do. Truthfully, you're probably looking at this unit being more like 5 MP44s and an MG42. That's probably the loadout you're going to see this getting used most. Because once you're up close, MP44s aren't that fantastic anymore. They're not like super phenomenal at CQC, so I don't know if that's where you want them to be fighting. You do get access to the 3 MP40s then. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be flexible, but it's definitely not super strong at either, so just be aware. Then we have the SS Landstrom, also an A-phase unit, but a really high availability with the 12, 24, 36. We have an LMG here, literal LMG, 100H. That's not a good machine gun. 9-man squad. I mean, it's obviously your survive through A-phase unit. You only get one of each of these, so it looks like your good infantry are coming in B and C, for sure. It doesn't look like A-phase is giving you much. SS Supo, haven't seen these guys for a hot second. They have the security. They got the security bonus, which helps other units around them, I believe, recover suppression faster, which is cool. The actual unit is okay to bad. I mean, it's a 10-point unit, but it's disheartened. When these were 15 points. I think they were 15 points at one point. They were nuts. So, but they're not that anymore. Urzat Pioneer, right out of 116th. So this is a really nice bonus for these guys. MG42s on these. 25-point Pioneer Squad comes in with 12 availability. Disheartened on a CQC unit really sucks, but it's workable. It's definitely workable. You need the A-phase units. Leader, it's a very unexciting leader. It does come with security though, which is nice. Festoon leader. This is a much more exciting leader. Double machine gun with a Panzerschreck. The Panzerschreck's what I'm excited about, but there's no radio on this one. The other one had radio. This one does not. So do be careful if artillery is your thing. This is not the leader for you. And it is B-phase locked as well. So, They have the Kammerinfuhrer, another good double machine gun leader, but I don't really want my leaders fighting that often. Panzergrens in C-phase only. But Panzergrens are Panzergrens, so nice to have them there for sure. It's Hermann Göring Panzergren, so you get the cool skin from there. Panzerfaust as well, which is nice. But there's 0 vet locked also is important to notice. Another leader with a Flammenwerfer. Okay, hello there. You've caught my attention. Flammenwerfer MG42, a 12-man squad with shock. But you only get 2. Locked at double vet. I mean, you got a lot of slots. You could probably fit it, but that's a unit you want to use, and it's also a unit you don't want to use. I don't know how I feel about this. It's good. If this was a normal infantry unit, I'd be drooling right now, but it's not. That's the problem. There's so little availability. SS Junker Panzerfaust. Whoa, hello there. 35-point unit, 9-man squad, double FG42, 5 G43s, 5 MG42s, and a Panzerfaust. This is a Fallschirmjäger squad. This is a smaller Fallschirmjäger squad right here. Ooh, and it has shock just because why would you fight with this at CQC? But the point is it has it. Ooh, this thing could be a spicy little unit, but you can only get 6 that are A-phase locked. Ooh, that's going to be a fun unit though. That's a lot of damage. I feel like, did Fallschirmjägers have MG42s at one point? I feel like they did. Maybe they never did, but I almost feel like they did. Because I feel like they shredded even harder back in the day. But these guys are going to shred. With double MG42, double FG42, these guys are going to absolutely just eviscerate anything they run into at range. All right, tank tab. Panzer 35R, terrible little tank, B-phase locked. Panzer B2, these are actually fun. They're pretty good with the double guns for 30 points. This is actually, this is a solid tank. B-phase locked, you only get 4 of them. It's a leader though. Okay, but you are very limited in slots here. You should be able to fit it in, I think. But it doesn't look like you're getting any real tanks anytime soon. We see the new Tank Rider trait here on the Stug, which means, I guess, other infantry units with the Tank Rider trait will benefit from this guy being around. Stug, but it's C phase locked. I mean, having Stugs is always nice. Don't get me wrong. Having Stugs is always great. C phase lock does suck. Königstiger, the P variant, which is the lowered armor variant at 180 millimeters. Once again, C phase locked. The big daddy there. But it's really not the big daddy. It's like the big mama. This is the big daddy. The Königstiger H variant, which is the heavy variant with 200 millimeters of armor. Tough to kill this thing. So this tank tab is limited to C phase, essentially. You can get some dinky tanks early if you'd like. I don't think I'd ever, unless you're playing 10v10, I don't think I'd ever bring both cards of the Königstiger. I would bring one, probably the bigger one, because you're probably playing this division on balance because you don't have much in A phase at all. B phase really doesn't have much more if you have no armor whatsoever. So this is really a balanced deck at the end of the day. So I'd bring one card of Königstiger, Stug 3, Panzer B2, Panzer 35R for A. It's not a good tank, but it's something. Interesting tank tab to be sure. Königstigers in 1v1 are not good. Just all you multiplayer people. 10v10, this is a deck. 10v10, this is a very real deck. If you survive to C phase. Police unit, whatever, don't care about it. Flammenwerfer, you can't bring in A. That really sucks, actually. I don't think I'd bring them. Flammenpanzer B2, I would take this because you need a tank. You absolutely need to take this. 15 points, this thing's nuts, actually. For only 15 freaking points, that thing's really good. Yeah, that's really, really good. Urzat MGs, these are fantastic. You absolutely should take these. You get 8 of them. They're MG34s for 20 points. Feldjäger with the sniper, yes. Yes, all day. You can only bring them in B phase, but who cares? You could get 18 MG08s. These are so bad, but still. MG27, I'm pretty sure it's similar to a Hotchkiss. 1250 meter range, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. MG37, okay, crappy machine gun B phase only, so not great, wouldn't bring it. IG-290, you probably do need to bring this. You need some support in A phase. MG-42, Opel Blitz, whatever, leaders. So this support tab is missing 2K. There's no 2K support here. You get some good options, but no IG-33s, no Stu-42s, nothing of that nature. So that's not great. That's not great. Whoa, a little GRB team. I'd be tempted by this. I love this thing on the Sick Rings. I could 100% love this on a 10-point anti-tank team. Definitely could see myself using that. You're a little limited in slots, so I doubt it, but it could be fun. Now, what is this? A 15-point Panzerschreck team that you get 5 availability? Just because? Okay. I mean, that's a million. It's disheartened. That's why. May not get that missile, may not get that hit that you need so desperately, but 15 points and more availability is pretty good. Panzerjäger 35R, these are from 352nd. These are phenomenal, actually. For 25 points, you sprinkle these around, they can do so much damage. They're a very, very good little cheap unit. I would 100% use these. Pack 45 millimeter. Yep, these are great. Always have been, always will be. Pack 36, also another great option. Would definitely want to use. So really, we'll talk about it in a sec. Pack 40, you do get them in A and B, so this is great. So you have Pack 40s, which mean you're not going to get totally run over by armor. That's great. This is a very good AT tab. This is a very good AT tab. Pack 43 for B phase, that's honestly when I usually bring a Pack 43, so for me, that's awesome. I don't see any issue with that at all. Yeah, this is a phenomenal ATP tab. I'd probably take Panzerschreck, Panzerjäger, 45, 37. No, I'd probably take one of these, either the 45 or the 37. Then 2 cards of packs, 40s, and if you want to fill it up, you put the Pack 43 in there, and boom. Maybe take the Panzerjäger out if you want the Pack 43 and you don't want to use this 3rd point slot. That's an option as well. Interesting. I mean, that's a good AT tab. There's nothing wrong with it. A tab, 20 mils, terrible. Do they come with the extra 20 mil car, though? Like transport. Do they come with the 20 mil transport? No, so they're bad. 20 mil in the car, still bad. Still quite bad. Only 40 points, so at least it's not more expensive. Flak 36, this is fine. This is, you want that, but only A phase, so that sucks. Flak 17, what is this little piece right here? 15 rounds a minute, 75 mil. Okay. Only comes in B phase, though. Does not have AP ammo at all. Could be quite good. We'll have to see. That might be good for AA only, obviously. We have an 88, so this is the reboard 85 mil into an 88. This is a good, it's actually good at AT, honestly. It's better at AT and not so great at AA because it's slower firing than the 88, the actual 88, the flak 43 mil or 44, flak 44, 83, 88, I think it is. Yeah, this is the good, it's got good AP at 2,000 meter range. And then a card of SDK of Zeds for A phase. Okay, this is a very serviceable AA tab. Nothing wrong with it at all. Battery Fear with the new artillery leader thing, so that's fun always. 60 mil mortars. Whoa, back the truck up here. Axis getting 60 mil mortars? Ooh, we haven't seen that before. Oh, this I don't know, this division feels a little spicy to me. This division feels spicy. 81 mil mortar, nothing special there. Usual 81 mil mortar, cool. No radio or anything fun. We got the 105s. 105s are bad, but maybe a necessary evil in this deck because it's your only tube artillery. Ooh, Panzerwerfers. I like these. They're not actually great. 2 Nebelwerfers are better than this, like by a good bit, but I just like it. I don't know. I think it's a fun unit. Only comes in B phase. Oh, no, it comes in A phase too. What am I saying? Nebelwerfer, 300 mil. These are phenomenal, of course. So, yeah. Okay artillery. Not amazing, but okay. BF 110 with some 30 mil cannons there. Only B phase on, though. Not great. I mean, it's a heavy fighter. Heavy fighter's always kind of meh. HE 219. Okay, this is interesting. Comes in A phase. 620 mil cannons. I mean, this puts out a lot of damage with very good 670 kilometers an hour. Woo! This thing is cooking. This thing is cooking. This is a bomber chaser. I mean, you won't win I'm 100% sure this thing probably turns like that. That's its turning radius is like 10 degrees to the left. That's probably all it can turn. But man, this thing's gonna move. You could definitely shoot bombers down with this thing hardcore and call it in really late and still catch them with all that firepower. BF 109, G6, it's fine. It's meh. It's meh. It's not bad. It's meh. JU-88, these are terrible with the 10 kilogram. Oh, but it's a fighter bomber. So if it drops directly on, it's good. If it doesn't, it's bad. I don't know. I think it'll dive. So that means it's actually pretty good. BF-109, G6R1. We've seen this before. Great bomber. Great fighter bomber. Very fast. Does die very easily, though. BF-109, G14. New plane in the game. 670 kilometers an hour with a 30 mil cannon. I'm not sure how I feel about this, actually. The 30 mil cannon is fine. It does have 2 machine guns. Okay, it's putting out some okay damage. It probably dies really easily with the bad resilience. 670 is really fast for this loadout. I feel like you need more firepower if you're going to be moving this fast, like the heavy fighter. You get 4 in A, though. I mean, that's pretty good. The availability is great. It might be very good. Can't say for sure, but it is cool looking. BF-109 with the rockets. We've seen this plenty of times before. Does okay. Made of paper. Dies very easily. We have a Focke-Wulf with medium resilience. This right here, this is a good fighter bomber. You want this thing. It drops bombs and it gets out again. Yeah, this division overall, this division seems really solid to me. I don't care about the defenses. This division feels very, very solid to me overall. We'll just skip it back over here really quick. Yeah, I mean, your tanks are a problem. Your tanks are bad. When you get to C phase, they're fine. Koenig's Tigers still aren't phenomenal in 1v1. For you 10v10 players and 2v2s and stuff, this is great. I mean, this division seems bonkers. It doesn't have any massive... Unless the A phase infantry are so bad that you just get absolutely run over in A phase, this division feels good. This division feels like it's got some legs. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.